A new enemy for the Illuminate just got leaked, and it looked pretty damn cool. We're going to be going over the leaks on Reddit from user Ironsights, so get strapped in, because this is going to be a juicy video. Now, the first image we're going to take a look at is of the new Illuminate Enemy, and it does look like something straight out of Destiny. I mean, I did say this previously on a video I did on the channel, but man, look at that. It looks absolutely sick. Ironsights does say it's the first tier. If you know what that means, drop me a comment. I'm just guessing it's like the first set of enemies, but I mean, look at him. Doesn't he look really freaky? Looks like he's got one eye. He's got some sort of, I don't know, like, looks like some sort of device on his back. I mean, could be some sort of like teleportation device. He looks like an awesome enemy to fight. He's also got some sort of staff in his hand as well, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. And I mean, at least the name of the enemies kind of suit the characters. As you know, obviously the warbounds that come out recently haven't kind of really suited what's been in them, like flame weapons and Arctic warbound. I mean, that's just mad to me. So at least they're doing something right with the enemies. I mean, the Illuminates, and then you look at these guys, the name literally suits how they look. The second image is somewhat of a close-up of the new variant, which to me, they do look very freaky. I mean, more freaky than the enemies from Destiny, you know, the Fallen. Very excited, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Having a new enemy to fight will literally be insane, honestly. There's also an image of this guy, as Ironsight says, guy posing. He looks like a mage, you know, he's gonna just cast some spells on your ass. Like, man, he's going to electric bolt your ass back to Hogwarts. The next thing we are going to take a look at is the Automaton ship. Now, maybe this is going to be related to space battles. I did hear potentially we could be fighting in space in a future update. I mean, I've said this for a long time, as well as a lot of others, about the possibility of fighting on top of ships in space. That would literally be so cool. Could you imagine that? If it will ever arrive, I don't know. It could literally just be speculation, but I know a lot of people are saying the same thing at the moment. The third leak we're going to look at, the Illuminate Gauntlet, which I'm guessing is a cosmetic item for the new enemies. I don't think it's anything related to our weapons we can use or anything like that. The fifth image we're going to be looking at is actually the Illuminate Whip. I think it's some kind of weapon for the enemies. Maybe they will whip us back to the 18th century. You know, if you didn't get the joke, don't worry. Dark humor. Yeah, dark humor. But in general, this looks pretty interesting. I wish Arrowhead allowed maybe the ability to pick up enemy weapons in game and use them if you run out of ammo, for example. Not something that will appear in your arsenal of weapons, but just weapons you can pick up from enemies in general, you know? I think that would be pretty cool to have in game. I mean, you think about it, you run out of ammo, you haven't got no ammo, you can't find no weapons, so you just go and like melee, you know, one of the automatons, pick their weapons up and you can use it temporarily. I think that'd be an absolutely amazing thing to have in the game. Literally, imagine picking up this whip and using their own weapon against them. It's not a bad shout, really. I think being able to pick up and use automaton or Illuminate weapons isn't really a bad thing. Ironsight did go on to say the first tier unit Illuminates guy. The staff is primarily used alongside the axe by the guy. I don't know why it's called the guy. Literally, I have no idea it's called the guys, but we're just gonna call him the guy, okay? The Illuminate staff is referred to as a light spear. So that's what it's called then, light spear. That staff, that mage, whatever you want to call him, is referred to as a light spear. It can be used in melee and ranged combat, firing a beam of light if needed. The axe is a two-handed heavy weapon. The previous guide posted was tier 2. Now, some of the comments on Reddit are pretty funny and they are related to this leak. Visual Association says, "This is going to be crazy." Zenkai's replies, "Why should I be scared of someone bringing a stick to a gunfight?" Man, these comments get me, honestly. Like, he's not wrong. Right, he's not wrong, but then again, if they can teleport, you know, if these enemies can teleport and shoot beams of light out of their bloody sticks, then I think there's something to be concerned about, you know. Then Lost in Life responds, "For real, they can teleport as well." I didn't know that these guys could teleport. I mean, I don't know if this is speculation or if this has been confirmed by the developers or not, but obviously, you know, that would be just insane to have enemies that are teleporting left, right, and center. Now we're moving on to a charger that looks like it's been mutated. I mean, I think we saw this coming. Enemies like this, I mean, mutated. With all the new mutated missions appearing recently, we can expect this type of enemy to come our way. I mean, just look at the Bowl Titan. That is spewing with mutation. We were bound to get more mutated enemy variants. Chargers are hard to kill, but they're not at the same time. I know for certain, though, having mutated chargers is going to be just 10 times worse to fight. Imagine if it shot out balls of acid, like, bro, charging at you and then spits acid at you. Can you imagine that? That would be just absolutely mental. That would be literally mental. Free chargers can be a problem in general, but chargers spewing acid, that's going to be more of a problem. Like, literally. He does look like a nasty boy, though. Just look at him. I mean, look at that. he looks like a nasty boy, I'm not going to lie. He does have a green sack at the bottom, so the charge does most likely have some sort of acid floating around somewhere. If it's going to be shot at us or just be a hard enemy to kill in general, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Could be a mix between the nurse bugs and a charger, you know, kind of thrown together. I do have a video covering this full on in detail with other updates coming soon, so watch out for that one. A new grenade has just been revealed. Yes, this is not actually a leak necessarily, but I thought I'd throw it in here anyway. It's a gas grenade, and I think a lot of us will probably kill our teammates with this one. It's going to be mental, guys, being able to go and take down nests and mutated eggs just so easily without having to obviously worry about your stratagems or using your weapons in general. Hopefully, because throwing grenades in those holes one by one can just be so hard on high levels. The next leak we're going to take a look at is the Illuminate Outcast beamer's weapon. Now, I don't know much about this one, but by looking at it, maybe it can grab you, you know, like a claw maybe. I mean, it looks like a claw to me. It looks like pretty much like a claw. But if anything, it probably will shoot something at you. If it's a ball of light or just something out of this world we have not seen yet. So it's going to be an interesting one to see. Lastly is the camera. Now, yes, apparently we are getting a camera in game. This is definitely Starship Troopers now. Am I right or am I right? All I'm going to say is this could be mission objective bound. It most likely is mission objective bound. I don't think you're going to be able to call a camera down, just record yourself, you know, in the game, just doing stupid, silly things. I think this is going to be a stratagem you've got to call down for a mission, basically. Probably to record something, I don't know. I'm just literally speculating at this point, but it definitely gives me Starship Trooper vibes, guys. I mean, the Starship Troopers game itself is pretty fun, and you can actually get a camera for that one, as well as in squad. So, yeah, I mean, it was bound to come into the game at some point. I can't believe I'm literally hyped to see a camera in game. Like, you know, just see a camera and use a camera in game. I mean, if it was a camera you could actually use with your team, you know, to record things and maybe upload them to the database for Helldivers II, like funny clips, that would actually be pretty funny. I think that'd be kind of like great sense of humor to add into the game. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be like, I think personally it's just going to be something mission bound, like some sort of objective. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this leak video. I will have more as soon as I have word on them. If you want to stay up to date on the leaks though, you can actually join the Reddit page for Helldivers 2 leaks. So until next time, guys, go and conquer the galaxy for democracy, and let's import some more liberty, you know, for these videos, because, you know, I've got to drink my liberty somehow.